The Grand Haven Township community is shaken after the loss of the Kirilkevich family. This is video from last night of dozens of people in the community coming together to remember the 8 lives lost Friday in what deputies are calling a murder-suicide. Christy Buck with Be Nice is here to talk more about community grief and the importance of utilizing resources. Thank you for being here, Christy. This is something that's really impacting the entire community.
And it is, and several communities today. I mean, what we saw in the past 48 hours of tragedies that are happening with violence, and then this horrific situation in Grand Haven right now, it gives us an opportunity to open up conversations, obviously, but most of all, paying attention and listening to our children right now and making sure that they're able to unravel what's going on themselves. You know, Amber, especially during the summertime, kids have such access to media and the internet and reading all about these tragedies. And oftentimes, when I was looking online in the first 8 hours that I heard about this tragedy, the amount of news pieces that were out there were incredible. And the comments, some of them were horrible, and some of them were praying for the community. But parents should be listening to the kids and having conversations.
Yeah, it's really heavy on people reading it and also for people watching right now.
Well, yeah, all of a sudden it becomes more details. I want to hit this news conference. I want to see how the national news is reporting on it. But the bottom line is this is one of the most traumatic events that a community can go through right now. And the deaths of these children and of the parents and people that were known throughout their neighborhood and their community is absolutely devastating. For the neighborhood, you know, they went in the neighborhood and interviewed some of the neighbors, commented how the children were so enmeshed in the neighborhood gang and how their neighborhood will never be the same again. And, you know, same goes with the schools that the children attend in. And it's a scary situation when there is anything violent and murder, suicide, homicide. This is going to raise a lot of concern for kids. Kids are going to be afraid. Kids are going to be afraid for maybe it happening to them or maybe somebody else in their neighborhood. They may be showing the effects all the way into the school year. And so this is the time of heightened alert to be noticing changes in behaviors of ourselves also. Because even in adults with traumatic experiences, we can be angry at what happened. We can be frustrated. We can be thinking to ourselves, what could I have seen? How could this have happened in a home where I let my children go and play? So, you know, right now, concentration is to be paying close attention to behaviors, listening to your children about what they're saying. Make sure that maybe when you're watching news pieces, watch it together and have a discussion. How sad and horrible this is, but also potentially how sick someone could have been to possibly have done anything like this. But make sure we're having conversations at all times. You know, and last night with the vigil, you know, sometimes out of such traumatic events, a goodness like coming together where they all band together to pray, to heal. We'll see a lot more of that. And that's a good thing, where people feel like they're giving back to their community. The whole expression of flowers in front of, maybe it'll be in front of a marquee at school. Whatever it is, that is so oftentimes the way people can heal, by giving back somehow.
There are resources available, and we know the counseling services today at the school. All right, thank you so much, Christy Buck, for coming in. We appreciate it. All right, Sarah.